Hi there, this is Yolantis, and I wanted to give a slideshow recap of my trip to New York City. Let me share my screen. Here we go. I went to New York because I had this artwork curated into a community art showcase. And it is it is an AI artwork. I've had it printed on a metal. So the whole reason for the trip was to see my art displayed in a gallery in New York. It was so much fun to go and experience this. Now I'm going to hit slideshow. Word to the wise, pedicabs are more expensive than cabs or Ubers. I went to first meet with my friend Terry. We had lunch together, and then we had the speakers pre-conference. This lady she sells these bags. She makes them and sells them. And here is one of the founders of One Love Art DAO. Here's the founder of NFT NYC. Cam, I believe, and then here with you is our my first showing of the billboards in Times Square. The one that says Lady Nevermore right now, the one that says One Hub NFT, and it has artwork on it, that's the one that was booked for a half an hour from 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on that first night, which was June 24, 2025. And then they also had billboard time during the day and at other times. I didn't know that. So you see how fast it goes. And it turned out it to be a sales tool for their new platform, collect.cred. These particular slides are showing NFT NYC curated artists who have opted in to make collect pieces, to mint their pieces on collect. And that's going to be a long discussion if you don't know what NFTs are. Here's one by Chaz Gold, and I just posed for a picture right there. It was hustle bustle, 9 p.m. That's when everybody gets out of the theaters. Let me pause this for a minute. Everybody gets out of the theaters at one time, and all of a sudden a flood of people go into NFT NYC, into like the streets at Times Square. And the next one that I'm going to show is inside the Marriott Marquis Times Square, and that's the venue. So let's see if I can make it go again. So I was there to hear a lot of talks and seminars and workshops. So here's some panel discussions. Here's Wildy and Jumpstart Janie and the whole team I have come to know. There's Creatress, and you see art in digital displays everywhere because this is a digital art conference, and we hear talks, 2 days straight of talks. And you can bring up your art onto a monitor. So unless I went there to go put my art on this monitor, I wouldn't get this footage. And there's Wildy's art next to mine, and there's Superama's on the other side. There's Superama. So these ladies are in One Love Art DAO. And because I've been following what they do for a couple of years, I decided to join One Love Art DAO this year. And I'm so happy I did, because it gave me some extra opportunity to be seen later. There's Archana, and here's Creatress with her piece behind her there. And she's on a podcast, a live podcast. This glowing cube has Infinite Ye's work on it, and it was just, let's see if I could go back. So it covers the same artwork on each face of the digital cube, and it cycled all day long with different people's artwork on it. Here it is with FDOT, FDOT's artwork, and Rainbow Mosho is being interviewed with her mom right there. And the live streamers, I'm behind the live streamers while she's giving a live interview. So that was fun to catch. just some cool artwork. Here's Dorothy. I've seen her name for a couple years too. And this was the first time I had seen her. And I had Sachin Guy's artwork in the center there. This person just asked me if I could pull up his artwork, because unless somebody is there to pull up your artwork, it's never going to get shown. And this room is up in the like 9th floor. Sorry, I don't know how to pause this. Here we go. This room is in the 9th floor of the hotel, and the only people allowed inside this room are the ones who are going to the conference. And so it always had a long line of artists waiting to pull up their artwork onto one of the 4 programmable monitors. And it could have been done better, I do believe. Here's some friends I met along the way. I listened to the art space in the mornings called AI Art Today, and there's Mad Butter, and here's Terry with her work. Then we come to a networking party. So this party is One Love Art DAO. Here's Zapata with his artwork. And they had a whole team of them. It was so much fun to meet everybody. It was pretty much my first time around meeting these people live. So there she is with her artwork. Sorry, I don't know your name. Live painting was happening right there. He just whipped that up in the span of the party. And then we go to the opening night. So this is an Ultra Shows party on the 25th on a Wednesday after the first day of panel discussions. And then, so it's like a digital show with all these programmable billboards. It had live saxophone and a DJ. So the music was incredible. There are costumed people there to get the energy up, and dancers. And here I am in the VIP area and seeing the back of the DJ herself. And you can see up on the ceiling that all of that had art on it as well. So it was just a fantastic scene. This is my third Nultra Shows party, so I knew what to expect. Here's the second day, and met a DJ and Arstea with Daydream. We met in person there. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because this is gonna get long. So yes, Bruja. She's also part of the One Love Art DAO. And here is Hafka. And I learned about Hafka through the Hug, which is an initiative to help artists get on chain and make NFTs. And Hafka gave a presentation to us last year. And I was so proud to be able to go sit in the crowd. You know that these conference rooms are not well attended. They're not packed with people. From what I could observe, the daytime scene inside the conference is just sparsely attended. And then those networking events are what everybody seems to go for, and to see the billboards. They love the billboards. And so Hafka is inspirational. And here's Jimmy, who plants trees, and he's running a DAO for SocialFi. And then here's our team with the AI Art Today. They took the stage and showing Mad Butter's work on their screen. And it was a video that was playing through. And here's some more artwork. We had multiple chances to go stand in line and pull up our artwork. So here's other people's. Here's mine on the second day, second outfit. And here's our musicians. This is a music talk, filmmaking talk, and then another networking event with the AI Art Today folks. Got to do some sightseeing and Top of the Rock. And then the last day of networking, 2 of my pieces were shown at the Canvas 3.0, and that's in the Oculus Transportation Center or something. It was my first time there. Here's a piece by Empress Trash. It was a video piece. And here's the scene. That's how many people came to this gallery. I was so excited that, my art was going to be, it was shown in a reel in that horizontal piece on the right. And so it cycles through. And I had a work to capture it because I think it was only up for about 4 or 5 seconds. And this is a demo of Daydream. And Daydream is a live style transfer video beta program. So our DJ, Meta DJ, is looking into his laptop's camera, and he's got Daydream enabled. And what you see behind him on the digital screen is the live style transfer. So Stable Diffusion is working in the background to re-envision his face with the prompt applied to make him look like something else, and it captures his motion live time. That was a fun party. And to be seen in the same gallery with a Gabe Weiss piece. How cool. And here's some more One Love Art DAO people. And then live painting started. There's Chaz taking her picture. She was doing live painting. There's more Daydream demo. And I did get to take the stage and talk about my Daydream piece, because I had a 30-second video that was premiered there. I don't have photos. These are all cell phone photos, and I have 500 more photos that I have not gone through on my regular DLSR. I just wanted to get this out to show you more live painting in the other room. This was, I think, Burrito DAO people. And that's my piece. This is Dream Rose, and this is a AI artwork that I prompted bespoke for that call to art. And there's Creatress doing her thing. She is a sculptor, a 3D sculptor. She puts on her headset and she sculpts. She'll write some words with her 3D controls in her hands, and then she'll squish them and rotate them and superimpose them onto a virtual 360 photo. And then Adabody will play his Native American flute, and then Chaz played keyboard. And she said that was the first time that he had joined them to play keyboard. And this is my third time seeing her and Adabody perform live, and it's always a great time. Very chill vibes. I loved it. And here is Jen Panapito, Quantum Spirit. So her piece is in the middle there, and I was thrilled to meet her. We have been talking, and I've been listening to her spaces for about 3 years. Finally got to meet her, find out what she's about. So much fun. One of the last things I did before I left NFT NYC was walk on over to, well, I took public transport on over to the shed, which is where Beeple had a piece on display. Now, the timing wasn't right. I couldn't get there when he was there, so I went after he had left, so the crowds died down and everything. And Beeple's 3 cubes rotate, and then Stable Diffusion is behind this, and it's working with his 3 curators who picked their own pieces and their prompts, and then it's always changing. And then you scan, if you can see that QR code in the background, you can scan it. And then influence what shows up on this sculpture here by color. So it has 2 sliders, and you can influence the hue and then also the degree of strength of the diffusion. And then this guy at my last networking party remembered me from when I went to, I believe, either Miami or New York last year. So it was so much fun. He knew my artwork by my face. He says, "Aren't you the one who did something with butterflies?" Yeah, that was when I was at the New York Subjective Art Gallery, and I did a video with a butterfly transforming. So that is it. And I'm gonna stop my screen share. Put that down and log out for this. I'm sure I went long, but I wanted to give you a behind the scenes look of what NFT NYC could be like. It was a lot of fun. Where is